Today I'll be talking about one of the biggest and craziest debates in modern day football. Yes, not soccer, football. We got that, Americans? Like, we actually use our feet for the ball. Anyways, one of the biggest debates in modern day football being Pedri and Bellingham. Now, disclaimer, I am a Madrid fan, right? I know that, but I am not biased in this. I am non-biased because I do love football and I try my best to look at it from both perspectives. Now, starting out, when people start this debate, they always put Bellingham above Pedri for goals and assists alone, but I'm here to tell you that when you're talking about midfielders and you're comparing midfielders, goals and assists don't really matter. It's practically like tits on a girl, you know? They're nice to have, but in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't really define the player. Would you say Frank Lampard is better than Xavi or Iniesta or Modric because he has more goals and assists? No, right? So we're just gonna get that out of the way right now. Everybody normally picks Pedri because of his ability to control the tempo in the game, his ability to be able to have a good game without having an assist or a goal, his ability to be able to consistently provide accurate balls into the final third. Everybody's excuse is he does all of this, so he doesn't really need to score goals. And because he does this, he's above Bellingham. But I'm here to tell you that Bellingham does that too, and some more. Bellingham's hustle, Bellingham's IQ, and Bellingham's ability to always put himself in the perfect position, as well as do everything that Pedri can do, really puts him above him. You see, because Bellingham provides goals and assists so often, people are often distracted, don't really look at his game. Look at last season, in the beginning of the season when he had a goal drought. He was really just played out of position. He wasn't played in the center, but he was rather played on the flank because of Carlo Ancelotti's experimenting, but people just went straight to the conclusion that he was having a bad season when it was one of his most stellar starts to a season. As well as this season, he came back from a shoulder injury and struggled to score in his first couple of games, but as soon as he found the back net, people are suddenly like, Bellingham's back. When Bellingham was never really gone, he'd been there the whole time. People just watch goals and assists, people don't watch the football, and because Bellingham provides all of this in a surplus amount, people forget to look at everything else he provides. All the guilds won, all the interceptions, all the successful tackles, all the perfect passes, you know, everybody just bats an eye to that and looks at his goals and assists, and if he doesn't provide that, it's suddenly a bad game. So truly, everybody just holds Bellingham to such a high accord that when he doesn't meet that accord, you know, or meet that standard, he's suddenly worse than Pedri, you know, who's never really been on the same wavelength as Bellingham, you know. Now, I'm not here to say Pedri's a bad player at all, but there's one determining factor that I like to put Bellingham above Pedri, and that's because of Bellingham's decisiveness and ability to decide the game. Bellingham's had countless games where he's decided the game, and whether it be by a goal, or whether it be by assist, whether it be by a key pass, whether it be by an interception that led to a counter-attack that led to a goal, or whether it be anything truly, Bellingham decides the games, but Pedri lacks that. Pedri is built mainly off hype rather than his, you know, ability to decide where the game's gonna go. Now, that's no disrespect to Pedri. Pedri is a different type of midfielder, I guess, but this shows why Bellingham is better. Bellingham can play the role Pedri plays, but can also play the attacking mid role, can also play the holding midfielder role. You see what I'm saying? He can play the 6, he can play the 8, he can play the 10. Bellingham can play all over the midfield, whereas Pedri can't really fulfill that. Bellingham's really the best midfielder in the world, and I think the only people to be able to even match up to him or to be able to rival him will have to be Musiala or Palmer. Those are the only guys I can really see matching up to him. You see, so yeah, thanks for hearing me out. Like, comment, subscribe, tell me what you think down below. Shout out.